Let's consider today the truth that God is impartial. In Deuteronomy chapter 10, starting in verse 17, we read this. For the Lord your God is God of gods and Lord of lords, the great, the mighty, and the awesome God who is not partial and takes no bribe. He executes justice for the fatherless and the widow, and loves the sojourner, giving him food and clothing. Love the sojourner then, for you were sojourners in the land of Egypt. You shall fear the Lord your God. You shall serve him and hold fast to him, and by his name you shall swear. God's impartiality is incredibly comforting, that he won't take a bribe, that he doesn't favor one person or another, that he's not swayed by riches or by intellect or by status or by race or ethnicity. He is the same. He shows love to the unrighteous and the righteous. He sends rain to both. The sun shines down on both the evil and the good. His common grace is bountiful to all people, and his love is immense for each and every person that he's created. However, the COVID-19 virus is not impartial. It affects different people different ways. The older one is, the generally worse it is. The younger someone is, the better it is, again, in general. The virus has affected people of lower means more than it has affected people of higher means. People of higher means are generally more able to work at home and thus avoid the crush of people. People who have less often work in jobs that are considered essential, having to travel sometimes in cities on crowded subways and buses, being exposed to the virus in ways that for many they weren't exposed to it. In these past few days, the U.S. has crossed the threshold of 100,000 people dying from the virus. The Boston Garden seats less than 20,000 people. The amount of people who have died is 3 times the size of that. Fenway Park has seating capacity for over 37,000. That's not quite 3 times the amount of people who can fit into Fenway Park. Gillette Stadium has a seating capacity of over 67,000. Take that full football stadium, divide it in half, and then add that half to the already full stadium. That's how many people have died. And each person who has died has left behind family, friends, neighbors, people who love and care for them. So let's remember to pray for each of the people who have lost someone. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people who have lost someone close to this virus. Let's lift them up in prayer to the Lord that he will comfort them. And let's be thankful. Be thankful for the health that you have. Be thankful for those around you whom God has spared. Be thankful if you've been able to work for home for that privilege. Let's be thankful to God. It's not that we are better than those who have died. It's just that he has bestowed his mercy and grace upon us in our lives in an amazing way. Praise God.